You can always tell when someone's trying to look rich, but the ones who are rich, they don't try, they just are. There's a kind of wealth that doesn't shout, it whispers. Today's video, Quiet Luxury Decoded, 10 telltale signs only the truly rich understand, will show you exactly what that looks like. These aren't the flashy signs you see on Instagram. No designer logos head to toe, no loud jewelry, and definitely no look at me energy. Quiet luxury is subtle, intentional, and most importantly, exclusive. You either recognize it or you don't. If you can pick up on even half of these signs, your entire mindset around wealth and how to carry it will shift. It's not about impressing everyone. It's about being seen by those who matter and invisible to those who don't. Give Luxo-Life some love and let's begin. The first sign? Trust me, it might already be hanging in your closet. 10. They wear boring clothes that cost more than your rent. At first glance, they look plain. Neutral tones, no labels, no screaming designer patterns. But here's what most people miss. That basic-looking sweater? It's cashmere. And not just any cashmere, it's hand-loomed from an Italian atelier with a wait list. The wealthy don't follow trends, they fund them. They don't need to dress loud to be noticed. In fact, they don't care if you notice at all. The real flex? Being mistaken for someone average while wearing a $4,000 outfit. It's confidence without commentary. You don't need validation when you already know your worth. Look at someone like Jeff Bezos. He's worth over $100 billion, and yet he's often spotted wearing plain, low-profile polos. The shirt isn't the flex, the bank account is. 9. Their watch isn't flashy, but it could buy a sports car. Forget diamond-covered timepieces that scream, "Look what I can afford." Quiet wealth shows up with a slim Patek Philippe Calatrava, a Vacheron Constantin, or a Cartier tank, understated, underestimated, unmistakable to those who know. These watches aren't worn to show off. They're worn to signal history, craftsmanship, legacy. You're not flashing a price tag, you're wearing a story. And if you're thinking, but that watch looks like my grandpa's, you're right. That's the point. It's timeless, it's old money, and it's not for you to notice, it's for their peers. 8. Their home doesn't look rich, it feels rich. Loud wealth buys mansions with gold everything, glass staircases, and 15 bathrooms for 3 people. Quiet wealth? Think minimalist architecture, rare wood finishes, and lighting designed by actual artists. You won't see clutter. You won't see live, laugh, love signs. You'll see custom-built everything. Tables carved from stone, sofas made to order. Flooring that came from a specific tree, in a specific forest, for a very specific price. And if you're wondering why you've never seen photos of these homes, it's because they don't post them. You don't need a mansion to live like this. Just remove what you don't need and upgrade with purpose, not noise. 7. Their car blends in, but the price tag doesn't. You see it pull up and think, oh, just another SUV, until you realize it's a matte black Range Rover autobiography, or a Porsche 911 with a build sheet that would make a car collector drool. No exotic decals, no wild wraps. Just performance, comfort, and price all cloaked in silence. Quiet luxury doesn't scream, "Look at my car." It whispers, "This car is mine." And no, you can't afford it. And if they're not driving at all, that's because someone else is. Wealth buys time, and sometimes a driver. Most people think driving a Lamborghini signals wealth. But when Warren Buffett pulls up in a Cadillac, people listen anyway. 6. They speak in money codes. You won't hear "I got a raise" or "I bought a car." Instead, it's "I had a liquidity event" or "I've restructured some assets." It's not about flexing, it's about fluency. The truly rich speak a language most people don't understand because it was never meant for mass consumption. And if someone's asking, "How much was that?" they're already revealing they don't belong in the room. Wealthy people don't talk about money, they talk around it. Because if you know, you know. It's not about secrecy, it's about shared fluency. Rich people speak in a shorthand the rest of the world hasn't learned. And the truth is, they're not trying to exclude anyone, but they won't slow down to explain either. To be in the room, you need to study the language. That's not gatekeeping, that's just how wealth works. 5. Their smile tells you everything. You can fake a lot of things. Teeth? Not one of them. Flawless, straight, white, but not too white. No braces in sight, no Hollywood veneers. It's the kind of dental work that starts at age 10 and is maintained by high-end specialists for life. And it doesn't stop at teeth. Skincare? Flawless. No filters needed, no acne scars, no sun damage. This isn't self-care, it's wealth care. And it's been part of their life since childhood. So, what can we learn? Take care of yourself early. Quiet luxury starts in the details because when you feel good, you move different. It's not about perfect teeth, it's about the confidence behind the smile. 4. They buy assets, not toys. Loud rich buys the Ferrari. Quiet rich buys the building the Ferrari dealership rents. Loud rich buys 5 Rolexes. Quiet rich buys the limited edition Patek that'll triple in value in 10 years. They're not spending. They're placing money in appreciating vessels, art, real estate, classic cars, rare books, private equity. Every dollar has a job to grow, compound, and work harder than they do. Because true wealth doesn't chase dopamine, it chases returns. Start thinking long-term. Ask yourself, will this hold value or hold me back? 3. They order food like they own the restaurant. They're not flipping through menus. They're saying, "I'll have the usual," or whatever the chef recommends. Sometimes just surprise me. They're not being dramatic. They're being decisive. Wealth gives you the luxury of trusting quality and skipping the price tags. Because when your palate is used to private chefs and Michelin stars, a printed menu is just a suggestion. That quiet confidence shows up everywhere. It's not just what they say, it's how they say it. Their voice is calm, their words are few, and when they speak, everyone listens. Because in their world, power doesn't shout. It barely speaks, and yet it's heard loud and clear. 2. They smell expensive, but never obvious. You won't catch them doused in cologne. You'll notice the scent when they lean in to shake your hand, and you'll remember it for days. Fragrances like Santal 33, Creta Ventus, or Maison Francis Kurkdjian are common in these circles. Not because they're trendy, but because they're signature. Quiet luxury isn't about standing out, it's about being unforgettable in the subtlest way possible. Tom Ford's Oud Wood? Not because it's trendy, because it leaves a trace of elegance without saying a word. 1. They move like they own time. Ever notice how the wealthy are never in a hurry? They stroll into rooms. They pause before speaking. They chew slowly. They breathe slower. That's because when you own your time, you don't rush through life, you design it. You won't see them sprinting through airports. You won't see them panic texting at red lights. They're already on a private jet, sipping whiskey, deciding between the Maldives or Milan. You know what's wild? While most of us treat time like an emergency, the truly wealthy treat it like a luxury spa. They don't fill every second. They guard their peace. They schedule space, not hustle. Because the more money you make, the more your schedule should feel empty, not overbooked. It's a completely different mindset, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. The ultimate luxury isn't a yacht, or a penthouse, or a $20,000 suit. It's control. Control of time, control of energy, control of attention, and that is the loudest form of quiet wealth there is. These 10 signs aren't just about style, they're about state of mind. Quiet luxury is the unspoken language of legacy wealth. The more you pay attention, the more you'll realize real money moves differently. It moves quietly. And the smartest thing you can do? Move the same way. And here's the truth. Most people will never notice these signs because they're not meant to. Quiet luxury isn't for the crowd, it's for the circle. And once you start embodying it, you'll attract more than admiration. You'll attract alignment with the world the wealthy actually live in. So tell us, Luxo lovers, which of these signs have you seen before? Which one made you pause and think, yeah, that's exactly it? Comment your thoughts below. We're reading every single one. Share this with someone who's chasing real wealth, not just the image of it. And if you're ready to learn how the rich really move, subscribe to Luxo-Life, where the rich get richer and the smart ones learn how. Don't forget to hit the bell button, okay? We'll see you in the next one.